everybody, look, I'm like that Leo dude from that Titanic, a boat movie. Hey, I'm the king of the world here. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to JBuck Studios, your home for reviews, reactions, and ridiculousness. Anyways, though, we have a packed weekend this weekend because I just did a review for the Netflix series The Woods. Now we're jumping over to movies, and I watched the new Universal VOD Pete Davidson movie, The King of Staten Island. Scott has been a case of arrested development ever since his firefighter father died in the line of duty, but then when his mother starts dating a new loudmouth firefighter, a chain of events are set off. So is this new Pete Davidson comedy a laugh-out-loud, feel-good time? Let's find out. But before I get into my thoughts, let me know what you guys thought of The King of Staten Island if you've already seen this one or it is on your to-watch list this weekend. Now let's get into some of the good. So The King of Staten Island is kind of a faux biopic, I guess, of Pete Davidson getting into comedy and his father losing his life in 9/11 and kind of dealing with that aftermath and whatnot. It's a little bit hinted at. It's basically a story of an adult child kind of trying to figure out life because he didn't have a father there throughout his, younger life into his adult life. Pete Davidson is probably the standout if I had to pick something. It's very much reminiscent of his other role earlier this year, Big Time Adolescence, I believe it is, where he's just kind of this washed up adult person staying at home, living with his mom, smoking weed every single day, which is what Pete Davidson embodies. So his role in this film, it doesn't even feel like he's really acting. He's sort of just himself, kind of, high all the time, witty, funny things, and kind of, there's one fun part of him having to walk kids to school. So it was really fun to just kind of watch this almost train wreck of a guy slowly pick up the pieces of his life and get it together by the end of the film. So I think that not only was the character developed well for Pete Davidson, but he was able to embody that character, that persona, into making it a believable character in Staten Island. But also Bill Burr as kind of the love interest for his mother. I thought that he also was a fantastic piece of this puzzle. Marisa Tomei obviously as well, but the dynamic between those two dating, and then also the dynamic between Bill Burr and Pete Davidson's character as they're kind of butting heads, him not wanting to be his new father and everything like that. I thought that was a nice added piece of the puzzle that fit well into this King of Staten Island. And I thought throughout this movie, it's from Maude Apatow, and I thought that the dialogue between every character, along with the Staten Island accents, was quick, witty, fun. It was fast, and I wouldn't say any of the jokes jump out at you and they're big laughs or any funny big bits. This is kind of subtle humor throughout this movie, and you're gonna have a good time, you're gonna have a few laughs here or there, but don't expect any big laughs if that's what you're going in for. However, the biggest thing for myself, and I think it's just me, I don't know, I'm curious what you'll think, but this movie is not anything of what I expected. I was expecting this laugh out loud kind of Maude Apatow, almost like in the vein of Role Models or 40-Year-Old Virgin, something like that, with these characters on Staten Island and getting into all of these shenanigans. Instead, this almost steers into a person piece, almost like a coming-of-age young adult drama, comedy, dramedy, rather than a straight-up comedy. And I think that was one thing that I just didn't expect. I don't know if it's a good thing, I don't know if it's a bad thing. It really depends what you're going for going into this film. But yeah, this is almost more of a serious type story of someone who is just clinging on, who is borderline suicidal and just trying to realize how to cater to relationships, himself, mental health throughout this movie. Like, this is almost steering into, like I said, a more serious drama from Pete Davidson and Maude Apatow than a straight-up comedy film. And I think due to that, and also the fact that it's kind of like a faux biopic, I would say that it's very loosely based on that. It's more of a slice of life story. It feels like it follows this character, and you see Pete Davidson develop from just this bum, essentially, into kind of a functioning adult. It doesn't go much else outside of that, like, lane. It's very much kind of, boom, we're going to follow this guy, we're going to see how he slowly moves up and gets his life, or picks up the pieces, I guess. It's not really a grand plot or anything else. And again, I think that that is a thing that I didn't expect from this movie. I don't know if that's a good review or not. I don't know if it's good, bad, confusing. It's just, this whole movie is not what I guess I wanted from Staten Island. Overall, The King of Staten Island is a nice duo of Pete Davidson and Maude Apatow, but turns in something that I wasn't fully expecting. With it having great performances and characters from sort of our main three leads, and some subtle humor throughout, but with it being more of a slice of life faux biopic, and something that I didn't expect because it's more of a dramedy than a straight up comedy, I would borderline recommend checking this out or skipping out on this movie. Again, this was a big surprise in the complete wrong direction for myself. In closing, I'm going to give The King of Staten Island 3 out of 5 firefighters' helmets. So what did you guys think of The King of Staten Island? Are you looking forward to this movie, or now sticking away from it because of what I had said? Let me know in the comments down below. Anyways, though, as always, thank you so much for watching. Watch some more videos up there, or right over there, you know, brand new content every single week here on the JBuck Studios channel. Right after this, hopefully a Netflix review for The Five Bloods. Otherwise, that'll be tomorrow with a few other things. Follow all of my social media, like this video, subscribe to the JBuck Studios channel, and until next time, we'll see you later.